Did you know Spain has the largest vineyard area of any country in the world? Its wine regions, called Denominaciones de Origen, stretch across mountains, valleys, and coastlines, each offering unique grape varieties and flavors. For centuries, Spanish winemakers have balanced tradition with innovation to create wines that express the soul of their region. So whether you picture the rolling hills of Rioja or the sunny vineyards of Andalusia, every bottle is a little piece of Spain. Let's start with Spanish red wines, which are truly the flag bearers of the nation's winemaking reputation. Some of the best-known regions include Rioja, Ribera del Duero, Priorat, Toro, and Jumilla, and each brings something special to the table. In Rioja, Tempranillo is the undisputed star. This grape creates wines with flavors of ripe cherry, plum, and currants, layered with hints of leather, tobacco, and sometimes spice. Oak barrel aging adds complex notes of vanilla, coconut, and toast. Tempranillo-based Riojas can be young and vibrant, known as Joven, or aged for several years as Reserva or Gran Reserva, resulting in deep, elegant wines with silky tannins. Pair a classic Rioja Reserva with roasted lamb, game meats, or mature cheeses like manchego. These combinations really allow the wine's earthy and spicy character to shine. Garnacha, Grenache, is another key grape for reds, celebrated for its juicy, fruity flavors with undertones of black pepper and herbs. Garnacha-based wines, especially from regions like Priorat or Campo de Borja, are fantastic with grilled pork, stews, and tapas featuring chorizo as their bright fruit cuts through heavier dishes beautifully. Ribera del Duero's reds are powerful and robust, made mostly from Tinto Fino, a unique clone of Tempranillo. These wines deliver deeper flavors, think blackberry, plum, and dark chocolate, with a touch of smoke, making them ideal partners for grilled steak, lamb chops, or strong Spanish cheeses. In Priorat, you'll find Garnacha and Cariñena blended together to create intense, mineral-driven reds, often with notes of licorice, spices, and wild berries. These wines pair well with rich mushroom dishes, slow-roasted meats, and hearty Spanish casseroles. Toro, known for Tinta de Toro, another clone of Tempranillo, produces bold wines full of dark fruit and spice, which complement barbecued meats and spicy sausages. Jumilla, with its Monastrell, Mourvedre, grape, gives you bold rustic reds that are just right with grilled lamb, stews with beans, or even spicy tapas. Craving a simple tip? When serving Spanish reds, let them breathe for a little while after opening. That way, all those fantastic aromas and flavors can fully reveal themselves. Have you ever tasted a Tempranillo or Garnacha wine? If you have, tell us what food you paired it with. Spanish whites have grown massively in popularity, and they offer a refreshing counterpoint to the country's famous reds. Rías Baixas, on Spain's northwestern coast, is renowned for its Albariño, a grape that yields crisp, zesty wines, brimming with notes of peach, green apple, citrus, and even a touch of salinity. Try an Albariño with fresh oysters, grilled shrimp, or sushi. It's the perfect choice whenever fresh seafood is on the menu. Verdejo from Reda is another star of Spanish white wines. Verdejo is fresh, aromatic, and slightly herbal, with notes of lime, fennel, and grapefruit. Enjoy Verdejo with vegetable stir-fry, goat cheese salads, or grilled asparagus. Vera, also called Macabeo, especially in Rioja and Catalonia, produces light, floral whites that pair nicely with roasted chicken, creamy cheeses, or paella with seafood. Godello, grown in regions like Valdeorras, brings a richer style, full-bodied with stone fruit flavors, great with pork, veal, or hearty vegetarian dishes. Other white grapes, such as Zarolo and Paralada, are often found in cava blends but also make striking single-varietal wines. Spanish whites are usually best served well-chilled, especially on a hot day. And if you're a fan of aromatic whites, Spain's grapes have plenty to offer, even if you normally reach for Sauvignon Blanc or Pinot Grigio. Which do you prefer, crisp whites or full-bodied reds? Spanish rosés, called Rosado, are fantastic summer companions. Garnacha and Tempranillo are the main grapes here, giving wines that are vibrantly pink with flavors of wild strawberry, raspberry, and watermelon. Rosados from Navarra, Rioja, and Castilla-La Mancha are fruity, lively, and super refreshing. Their clean acidity makes them perfect for pairing with grilled vegetables, pasta salads, or Mediterranean dishes featuring tomatoes and peppers. For casual get-togethers, chilled Spanish rosé is always a hit. For celebrations, Spain's sparkling wines truly sparkle. Starting with cava, the country's most famous bubbles. Made predominantly in Catalonia with Macabeo, Parellada, and Zarello, cava is produced using the traditional method, like champagne. The result is crisp, elegant, sparkling wines with persistent bubbles and flavors ranging from citrus, green apple, and pear to almond, brioche, and honey, depending on aging. Cava is exceptionally versatile. Enjoy a brut or extra brut cava with lightly salted almonds, calamari, sushi, or cured Spanish ham. Sweeter styles such as semi-seco pair beautifully with fruit tarts and creamy desserts. Cava is a staple at Spanish celebrations, from weddings to New Year's Eve. It's truly wine for joyful moments, but don't let that stop you from enjoying it on an ordinary day. Pair a glass with tapas, or just use it as a refreshing aperitif with friends. Heading down to Andalusia, sherry deserves its own spotlight. Made chiefly from Palomino and Pedro Ximénez grapes, sherry is unlike any other wine style in the world. It ranges from bone-dry finos and manzanillas to rich, sweet PX, with flavor profiles stretching from green olive and salted almond to figs, caramel, and molasses. A dry fino or manzanilla sherry is bright, salty, and fresh, a delicious match for green olives, fried fish, or anchovies. Amontillado, which is aged longer, pairs beautifully with roast chicken, grilled mushrooms, or smoked nuts. Very sweet styles such as Pedro Ximénez are decadent with chocolate desserts, blue cheese, or even poured directly over vanilla ice cream. Sherry's diversity means there's a style for every palate and every moment, from the start of a meal to the final course. The secret to great Spanish wine enjoyment is matching your wine to food. Reds thrive with rich meats or aged cheeses, whites are delicious with seafood and fresh veggies, rosés make magic with Mediterranean flavors, and sparkling wines love fried snacks and creamy cheese. Sherry covers the whole menu, from salty appetizers to sweet treats. So next time you're planning dinner, just think of which Spanish wine to invite, or maybe build your menu around the bottle. If you're new to Spanish wine, look for bottles labeled with their region's denominación de origen. This guarantees authenticity and quality. Don't be shy to try unfamiliar grapes or regions. Spanish wine is a true adventure. Give reds a little time to breathe after opening, serve whites and sparklings well chilled, and most importantly, enjoy them in good company. After all, that's how wine is best appreciated in Spain. Spanish winemaking has been shaped by history, blending ancient wisdom and modern artistry. With roots stretching back thousands of years, every glass connects you to vibrant landscapes, villages, and a culture of celebration. Each wine is an invitation to experience Spain's spirit, whether you're sharing it at home or traveling through its stunning regions. Spanish wine is vibrant, approachable, and always worth discovering. Whether you're enjoying a classic Rioja with lamb, an Albariño by the beach, a sparkling cava at a party, or a sweet sherry after dinner, every sip is a celebration. If you're curious or already a fan, let us know your favorite Spanish wine or pairing in the comments below. There's something for every taste, mood, and season. So why not start exploring today? Thank you for joining me, and as the Spanish say, salud!